Well, first of all, what this particular presentation is about, it's about how this environment, as we speak, is changing. Not only is it changing, but it's changing it's becoming less habitable for the European and more habitable for the original man, and we're going to go all into that. And before we go into that, we're going to go into the science of Asiatic. This is a word that has been misused. A lot of brothers call themselves the Asiatic black man. A lot of people don't really understand this term, and they have a problem when our great ancestors, such as the Messenger, such as Allah the Father, so even Noble Drew Ali, who taught that we were Asiatic. So you have brothers coming with whether or not we Asiatic, whether or not we African. When we go into the science of this word, we now going to have a deep understanding of what the term Asiatic means and how it transcends all other titles, names, labels, and all of that. So we're going to go in right now.
All right, let's go.
So the science of Asiatic, carbon 7 and 14. We're about to go in. First of all, that term Asiatic is a term that has its origins prior to the Kabbalah, but it can be found in the Kabbalistic scripts. So when we ask, what is the Kabbalah is, or what they say it is an esoteric method, discipline, and school of thought that originated in Judaism. But in reality, it's the esoteric knowledge that the original man gave the Europeans and Caucasians to civilize them from the hills and caves of Europe to put them on their square, and that's how they became Jews, Masons, etc., to be able to rule the world. That's the mathematics, the science, the astronomy that we gave them to put them on their square. Taught them how to cook their food, taught them how to eat the right foods, and this is what we gave to them to civilize them from the hills and caves of Europe when they was walking on all fours like savages, like beasts. And this is the information that they use to this day to hold over your head so that they can control the environment, control economics, control policy, and you have no idea what's going on because you're not in tune with your ancient scriptures and your ancient texts. Let's break this word down, Kabbalah. As you see in the word Kabbalah, you have the Ka, Ba, and Allah. The Ka in so-called Egyptian religion or our ancient Kemetic spiritual systems is a spiritual entity, an aspect of the individual believed to live within the body during life and to survive it after death. And we understand the only thing that's surviving after the physical body leaves is the electromagnetism, the light which is known as the mind within the body. Then you have the Ba, also in so-called Egyptian religion or Kemetic spiritual systems, is the aspect of the soul represented as a human-headed bird.
Now, I'm sorry, and I don't want to cut your bill.
Go ahead.
But when you say so-called religious Ka in the Ba, I don't think we can say so-called because we know that was the first call.
Well, let's swing it around.
With the Ka and the Ba, that's the first call. That's where all the other religions come from.
Right. Well, when I'm saying,
you can't say so-called.
No, when I'm saying so-called,
go ahead, brother.
When I'm saying so-called, see, the European have us think that, you know, all of our ancient spiritual systems and sciences was religion in the way that they give it to you today. When we never believed in mystery gods, we never believed in things outside of self, we always understood that we were connected to the all and that we were the gods that we were talking about in these scripts. So when I say so-called religion, I don't see it as a religion, and I'm certain the way that our ancestors threw it down was not about religion.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So, living in Detroit, you know, we have neighborhoods that once was occupied exclusively by blacks. And back in the day when I was coming up, we used to call it grassroots. The grassroots was more participant running their communities. They had block clubs. The block clubs today are a rarity here in Detroit. and the surrounding areas. People don't care about cohesiveness as much as they used to back in the day. You know, they've done a good job of dividing and conquer. Now you can look on YouTube right now, and social media, and see where the bulk or the most of the brothers, young brothers and sisters, don't have no idea of what's happening to them. They think everything is cool with the Caucasians and the black people. So they say now it's mainly a class struggle more than a black and white struggle. Because now you can get your white girl and you don't have to go through what your forefathers went through, worried about getting lynched. You know. So you think that everything is cool now. So that means that you didn't really do no research on times that went past. You just took what people talked about, and the people that told you that it's really not about color, they're trying to get with or next to those that are dividing and conquering and coming into your neighborhood and causing problems. They you know, you ever figure out where did the guns and the crack cocaine come from in the first place? Or any kind of drugs, opium or whatever. And you never stop to think or put it together that they're over there in Afghanistan right now controlling those opium fields over there. They done been to Vietnam, you know, and they got all the hashies and cocaine and South America. They, you know, not only trying to get oil, but they're getting substance that they can sell, and they got a underground economy, you know, that outdoes the open market. So they are selling everything to you, you know, and you have to pay to even buy what they selling to you. You got to pay double the price to buy it. In other words, you're buying the right to buy it, or you're buying the right to really live and exist. And you're not aware of this because it haven't been told to you in that manner. So we're going to attempt to show you the significance of the reason why Nipsey, not just only Nipsey, but Michael, Prince, everybody is getting murdered by the authorities or the government. They're using regular people, your people in amongst you to do it, or to come in amongst you to spy on you and report back to them. Sometimes they might pay a brother to do a hit. But the climate is changing. In the age of Aquarius, and the Sirius sun is upon us. And the ultimate goal is to extract whatever you got in your blood, in your body, to keep the Caucasian alive. In order to defeat this, you must stay where you're at in the hood, but build it up. A long time ago, everybody used to say, I want to get out the hood. Well, Nipsey, he didn't think that. He said, I'm not going to get out the hood. I'm going to build the hood up. Who else thought like that? Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He wanted to separate, but he said, well, they not going to separate, so we just take over. How we going to take over? We going to build a community, a strong black community, keep the money, that dollar, within the community, because we got everything that they really want. They want to get our very blood, because we got that melanin, that carbon melanin. And with that carbon melanin, we got other super molecules within us that they want. So the next couple of series, I'm going to be telling you how to stay hood. But you got to think righteous, and you got to unite with those who want to unite with you. And we're going to use this YouTube to demonstrate. We're going to reverse the effects that social media is doing to us. Kev Gibbs got the right. He's doing it right. Kev Gibbs, and I just hope they don't come after the brother, but he's doing it right. Black